Hi everyone, welcome to the PrimeSoft Technical channel. In the today's video series, I am going to explain you about how to connect Python with MySQL database. So let's start with the video guys. If you don't subscribe my channel, please subscribe my channel for more videos. So to start with the database, first we must have MySQL database into your system. So I'm just going to open the MySQL database. Whether you are working with a Workbench or MySQL, doesn't matter, both are same guys. So I'm just giving my password of my SQL. MySQL is open. First thing, what you need to do, you need to create a database. So first I will create a database. Database will have the name. So let us say my name is my database name, because we are creating, this is the Python MySQL, so I will give Python, or just I will give here PR Software, because PR Software is already there in my database. So I am giving PR Software Training _ Institute, because PR Software is already there, so that's why I am taking little long name here. So it is database is created guys. Now the second thing, we need to create a table to insert our data from the Python to MySQL. So first I will create a table. Create table name. Let us say table name I am giving as registration. Under this I want to registration, I want 4 fields. First is name, which is varchar. Varchar is nothing but it is a data type to create name which will accept the string data. Those who are not aware, you can watch my MySQL videos guys for more details. Second, city, name, city I am giving, again city is string data, so I am taking as varchar in the database. Then mobile I want, mobile if you want 10 digits, you take it BigInt, because BigInt will accept 10 digits. And then you want course, you can take course as again varchar 20. So how many fields you want, you can take that many fields. So let us see here. Okay, guys, I created the database, but it is giving me that you did not select, because in my table there are so many databases. How to see the database? Show databases. So it will show how many databases, so many databases are there in my program. So which one you want to use? So for that you have to use, our database name is PR Softwares Training _ Institute. So this is my database name. Now database is changed. Now you can create a table. Now I am entering, so it will give me that table is created. Perfectly fine, right? First I created the database, then I used the database, and then I created the table. Now what will happen? Just to see whether my table is working perfectly fine, I will write insert into registration. Okay, values, first value is name, that is I am giving Prem. City I will give as Hyderabad. Then mobile number you want, mobile number I want to give as 903020, and you can give all the 10 digit. And last I want course is, let us say Python, so I will give it Python. Make sure that whatever the varchar fields are there, those should be in single quotes, it's mandatory. Now see, rows is inserted. Now you want to see the details what you have entered, select start from registration, and your data is inserted successfully. Now this same data I wanted to insert from the Python file. So how will you do it? That I am going to show you. So first open your PyCharm. Already I opened my PyCharm. First thing you need to import here, you have to write import mysql.connector. When you do it, you will get one error guys here. Why? Because you will not have the package of MySQL. So by default you will get an error. So to save the time, what I did, I already created that into my folder. So how to do? Go to the file, go to the settings. Okay, here what will happen, in the project you will find project interpreter. So see here, already MySQL connector is installed in my system. If you are not able to find this, just click on this plus button. Some times you will get it here plus button or here. Okay, due to different setting, might be you will get it at different place. Just click on the plus button and here you type MySQL hyphen connector hyphen Python. And guys, make sure your internet should be connected, then only it will work. So MySQL connector and click on install package. When you click on install package, it will take few seconds of time and you will get one green green color will come where it will show your package is installed successfully. And after that, automatically here you will find that is installed and here you will not find any error. Okay, so once you have installed the package, now you are ready to proceed the further. So first thing what we need to do, we need to connect our Python with the database. To connect that, we need to create one variable. I will take mydb. You can take any variable name. It is not necessary to take mydb. To get a connection, we have to write mysql dot connector dot connect is a method. Okay, which will take how many parameter? The first parameter is host. Host is nothing but where is your database located. So my database is in the local host, so I will give the local host. Then the very important thing is called the port number. Port number is nothing but it will have the 4-digit number, guys. So how to check this number? So this number you can check. You can go to your database. I will write here. I will use here the database command here. So what is the command of database? That is also I will show you here. So first you have to write show. I will write here show. I will just remove this all the stuff. I will write show global variable like port. So what will happen? It will show us what is the port number. What mistake I had done here? Show global variables. Okay, here I did a mistake. Yes, I did not write. Okay, so this is my port number is 2019. So let us write this port number, guys. So 2019 is my port number. Then it will ask you the username and password. So what is the username and password of your system? Means a database that you need to remember here. So here you have to write user is equals to, this is root. Always every system by default will be root only, and password will be there. So password I have given here. My system password I am giving, guys. Whenever you install the database, it will ask you the like your database password. So that database password you have to give. And then database. What is database you have created? I created PR Softwares underscore training underscore institute. So what you can do, whatever the database which you created, that database name only you have to give here, guys. Make sure it should be case sensitive, and whatever the database you have given, that's exact same database. If you don't have a database, you will get the problem there. Then you need to create one object. My cursor I am creating. You can give any name. MyDB dot cursor. So with the help of this, we can submit our data to the database. Now first I will show you how to submit directly. So for that I will write here the query. What is the query? I will write my cursor dot execute. So how we insert the data? The same way I will insert the data from here. First I am showing you directly, then how to read and how to submit, that is also I will show you. So I will write insert into, what is my table name there? My table name is here registration. So same table name you have to use here. So I will write here registration and values. Values you have to give in the single quotes. Make sure that. So I am passing, let us say here first we will say PR soft is my value, and second is what? City is, I will say Hyderabad, shortcut I am writing. Mobile number you can give anything. Mobile number single code is not required. And then course is MySQL, let us say. So these 4 fields I give. And very important thing, guys, when your things are done, mydb.commit. If you don't commit, your data will not go to the database. So now I will just test it whether it is working fine. And one more thing, a data is entered successfully or not. I will write data submitted successfully. Means it will generate one message at the end. So let us execute this and try it whether it is working fine or not. So one error we are getting here. Let me cross check what is the problem we are getting. Line number 1 we are getting a problem. So insert into registration values PRSOC Hyderabad. Okay, this here, this double quotation should be after this one. Okay, now everything is fine. Let me cross check mydb.commit. Okay, here something missing. Let me cross check it. Okay, bracket should be closed here and at the end also. Okay, because this execute bracket should be closed. Now everything is fine. Let us cross check. Data submitted successfully. Now go to the database and use the select star from registration command. See, my data is coming. So this is just directly I use the insert command. But now you will say, sir, I want to read this 4 data from the screen. So how to read? So it is just a normal Python coding. First I will read the name. I will write input, enter the name. Enter the name. Second we will say, I want to read it city. So city is equals to input, enter the city. Then third, I will read mobile number is equals to int of input, enter the mobile number. And then the final one is course. So I will write course is equals to input, enter the course. So enter the course. And what you have to do, because these values are dynamic, so what I will do, I will not write here anything, just you write 4 percentile s, 1, 2, 3 and 4, because we need to pass the 4 values. So I will take it how many percentile s, 4 percentile s, because I am taking dynamic. So you create one tuple here. Okay, in the tuple you write name, comma city, comma mobile, comma course. Make sure guys this order should be perfectly same, otherwise what will happen, values will go wrongly to the table. So this order and database order should be same. After that what we have to write, these values are there. So what I will do here, I will not write these things here. I will copy from here this concept. This query I will write separately. SQL1 is equals to I will write this copy paste string separately, and this my cursor I will take it, then I need the values, and then I will take it this my cursor dot execute. First I will write SQL1 comma value, and guys directly if you want to write this, first you can write insert command and comma, directly you can write values, but that is not recommended because it is easy to understand, so I make it separately. First I am writing SQL1, so this query will replace here, and then whatever values are there, these values will be replaced. Now these values will go to the database. Now let us see here. Now it is giving me the name. So suppose let us say we are giving here name as Roshan, city as let us say Hyderabad, and mobile number we can give anything 88011, and course we can give it as German. Okay, and just enter. So data submitted successfully. Just go to the database and cross check. Yes, coming. Now the second question what you will get it, sir, can I enter the multiple entries in the same program? The answer is absolutely yes. How to do it? What I will do is, this entire code is there, I will copy this code and delete. I will use the for loop here. I will ask the n is equals to int of input, enter how many entries do you want. Suppose user is saying 5, 10, so that many times my for loop will repeat. So let us say user said 10 times, so my 10 time loop will repeat and this entire code will come inside the loop. So now you can cross check it, run the file. I am giving here how many entries you want? 3. So enter the first name, let us say we are giving here Premsoft, city is Pune, mobile number I will give randomly, even 10 digit will accept guys. Course I am giving Java. Done. Second person, let us say I am giving PR Software, city is Mumbai, then mobile number is 345 something we are giving, and course is, let us say we are giving here is Python. Next, third person name we are giving as Rakesh, city is we are taking as Hyderabad again, mobile number randomly we are taking anything, and course let us say we are taking here Django. So all the data inserted, submitted successfully. Now check in the database. So my data is working perfectly fine. So I hope you are getting very clear idea about how to insert the data. Still, if you are having any doubts, you can comment. If you like my channel, please subscribe. In the next video, I will show you how to display the data. So thank you for watching this video guys.